Good afternoon, traders. Good afternoon, and welcome to Paul's Monday Market Update number 211 for Monday, 19th of January, 2026. I hope you're all well. I hope you have enjoyed a good start to the year and this rather eventful start to 2026. It's been quite some kickoff already, hasn't it? For those of you joining us for the first time, the Monday Market Update is just that. It is me flying through as much as I can share with you in the next 25, 30 minutes, looking at strength and weakness within the FX indices and commodities markets, followed by a look at the charts of interest, and then a look at the live market. It is not a signal service. It's not trade recommendations. It is just me sharing with you what might be of relevance or use to yourself in your own endeavors. As always, you are very welcome here, but just remember that you are always responsible for your own trading and investment decisions. And for those of you who perhaps want a little bit more help or a little bit more insight and mentorship, there'll be a small group mentorship running starting next week, basically focused on trading FX and the swing positions. That'll be called the Dollar Edge, all right, which is probably quite apt based upon how the world is going at this particular moment. But it will basically run for Q1 of 2026, so it's going to be kind of 8 to 10 weeks, just basically looking at trading fewer higher quality setups from the 4 hour charts, focusing on the dollar, sterling, and euro markets. If you've got a question, just ping me a question. You can email me there, or there's a bit code, or that QR code will take you there. So next, this is AM on the European markets. Okay, Dassault Aviation, another aerospace and defence company. Okay, I'm curious of this because it just shows you what we've been going on here. So once again, all right, European defence company had done well over the last few years. Okay, grinding its way high. Maybe not as nice as some of the others, but we launched ourselves much higher. Okay, here just over a year ago, everyone was excited about it. Until basically what started to happen was A, there were peace talks with Ukraine, and B, there was the incident between the sort of small, let's call it, conflict between India and Pakistan, where Pakistan were led to have sort of shot down quite a few Indian Rafales, which basically sort of took the wind out of the sails of India in terms of not in terms of Dassault, in terms of sales of Rafael, and hence why we saw the price drifting its way down after there. Okay, and back into this sort of kind of gap area here. We've kind of filled it here, but the price action really had a big jump up. But what we can see is here is that actually even Dassault, who maybe were a little bit shunned, a little bit out of love, the kind of continuing sort of saga, the continued saga of A, of Ukraine, and B, kind of European redefense, rearmament, has kind of managed to lift us there. You'll see on a few of the other charts, I'm going to cover a fair few of them. We were at a kind of a decision point here at the sort of end of last year, around about the weekly 50, and we can see, bang, how that's affected how markets have reacted. We've jumped from 260 euros to basically north of 320 euros, 326 euros. That's a big jump. Okay, and along with that, I think the Indians have decided to buy more Rafael. So I think, but please correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's just an indication that such is the sentiment at the moment. Every defence company's doing well.